In this video, we're going to take a few minutes to think about how economies of scale in production can affect the level of consumer surplus or consumer welfare. So let's take a situation where a firm initially has high unit costs, it's a profit maximising firm, and the output will be Q1, where marginal revenue and marginal cost intersect, and the firm will charge a price P1. Now, don't worry too much about the fact the firm is making a loss. That's the nature of the fact that unit costs are quite high at low levels of output. But initially, consumer surplus, of course, is the difference between the price they actually have to pay and the price that they'd be willing to pay. So consumer surplus at output Q1 equals the area A, B, P1, a fairly small level of consumer surplus. Now, with economies of scale, the output level can increase significantly and the firm can benefit from lower unit costs. But consumers also stand to gain. The new profit maximising output rises from Q1 to Q2, and the price the firm will charge, if it's a profit maximiser, will fall from P1 to P2. And that, of course, allows more consumers into the market. A fall in price causes an extension along the demand curve from B to C. Output goes up from Q1 to Q2. The firm will now start to make a profit, but let's focus instead on consumer surplus. Can you work out what the new level of consumer surplus will be? Well, at output Q2, the area will now be A, C, P2. There's more output, Q2, and they're being charged a lower price. Of course, the area of consumer surplus is shown by the area underneath the demand curve and above the price. So there's been a gain of consumer surplus, equal to the area of P1, B, C, P2, that trapezium. That area is a gain in consumer surplus. Now, this is important in an exam. You will always get credit in an exam for including concepts such as economic efficiency, in this case productive efficiency, and consumer welfare, in this case consumer surplus, in your analysis and your evaluation. And internal economies of scale, if they can be exploited, have the potential to increase both consumer surplus and producer profit, since, as we've seen in the diagram, average cost has gone down and that has driven price down too. So there we go, a quick look at how we can show the impact of economies of scale on consumer surplus. Thank you.